I arrived to Georgia Southern thinking that I was going to pursue a degree in finance and become a wealthy investment banker. And I quickly learned that being in that classroom setting and with those folks, they're very go-getters, very ambitious in that regard. And I quickly realized that that was not what I was cut out for. And I kind of bounced around to several different majors before ultimately settling on communications. And knowing at that point that communications was really cool and I really appreciated it, but at the same time I felt like I wanted a little bit more. And that's when I started taking anthropology courses. And I got really into field anthropology and became a shovel bum archaeologist once I graduated. And then the road just kind of led back to environmental work and back to wildlife. I'm a musician, still a musician. And so I was really into the live music scene, and any chance I had to go see a live band, I would go. And actually, WVGS is still around, I take it? Are they?
Yeah.
Okay, the radio station?
Yeah.
I was the operations manager there my last year here.
Okay.
And I actually had an interview show where I would interview bands that were coming through town. So yeah, I was really big into the music scene at that time, and that was really that was what hit my hot button. That was what I was really into as far as my sojourn here in Statesboro.
Mm-hmm.
When I was a little boy, it was a dream of mine to work for National Geographic. That's what I wanted to do when I was a little boy. And then once again, I became lost, and then I wanted to be an investment banker, and and all this other stuff. And I saw the communications degree as being part of that path, ultimately. The communications degree, one, helped me become a much better writer. Mm-hmm. And the work that I did with the radio station helped me become more comfortable, on the air. Right. And over time, I became more, and I guess, you know as well, I mean, being in front of a camera, it takes you time to really kind of get your stage presence all figured out and all of that fun stuff. And and there are times when you have good days in front of the camera, and there are times that you have bad days in front of the camera, just like with anything else. I would say experientially, for example, not a place that one could spend a lot of time, but one of the coolest experiences that I had was summiting a 19,000-foot volcano in northern Chile. You're at the top of the world. We were at the roof of the world of Chile. The roof of Chile, basically, and that was an amazing experience. Place that I get the opportunity to frequent and that I really enjoy and appreciate and love is pretty much, I would have to say, Easter Island, or Rapa Nui is what we refer to it as, because that's what the Rapa Nui people refer to it as. I love Georgia. This is my home. This is where I was raised. And my goodness, you can't beat the hospitality. You can't beat the kindness and generosity of the people. It's just something else. And whenever I'm here, I just, immediately just feel right back at home, and I'm just so happy to be here. Miss my family, of course. My family's from St. Simon, so I do truly miss being able to see them as much as I don't get to see them near as much as I would like. Yeah, and the Low Country where I was raised. My gosh, that's one of the most beautiful places on the planet. Mm-hmm. I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Right. And it took me a while to figure out that I wanted to work in caves, that I wanted to study caves. It wasn't until, golly, it was 2001 when I was working down in Belize. I got an offer to go down and study a potential ecotourism cave down there, and was just blown away. We were in a cave where a jaguar had been 24 hours prior. We had jaguar prints through the cave. We had 250,000 bats in this cave where we were working. When I was mist-netting bats outside the entrance, an ocelot was barking at me from a cahoon palm above my head, and I was just like, wow, this is where I need to be. One thing that I would recommend is that do what's in your heart. If you're going to follow money, you're going to be unhappy. Yes, if you have the ability, if you make $1 million, yes, with that you have freedom, but it's not going to buy you happiness. If you find something that you're passionate about, pursue it with vigor. the Joseph Campbell saying, you know, pursue your bliss.